beautiful and beloved ones. This is Lorelei from the Tightrope to 5D Music Reactions. And if you wonder about that strange title, stick around to the end. I have a special message for you about this historic shift from third dimensional consciousness to fifth dimensional consciousness happening for the whole planet population. That's never happened before, so this is big. But first we're going to start with Gabriel Henrique. I want to know what love is. So here we go. I always love him, so let's see.
Gotta take a little time to think this over. And that way between the lines, in case I need it when I'm colder.
I'm gonna pause there for a minute, but so I'm trying to understand, what is this choral black to black? Is the choir behind him what they're talking about? Is that called black to black? Is that what that is? Curious, let me know in the notes.
In my life.
Now let's go back a little because I love that lead up to that.
In case I need it when I'm colder. Hey, in my life, there's been hurt and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I will travel so far to tell this lonely land.
All right, we're going to go back, but I have to mention this. This guy traverses from his lower range voice to his higher range voice instantly. So much you can't even imagine, going from the lower range to the, in other words, from the chest voice to the head voice, to the chest voice to the head voice. And that's not normal. It's extraordinary the way he does it. I want you to know that. By the way, don't forget, guys, that I have now some tiers, some membership tiers. I'd like to invite you to take a peek. I'd love to have you there. There's a little video. If you go to the membership tiers, you can click the video and see about what the tiers are about. For instance, in the middle, I'm doing all runs of your favorite artist. I'm sure I'll do him at some point, like a whole bunch in the row. So, and also, by the way, I appreciate those of you who give me that super thanks. That's a real help. So thank you for that. But let's go back. I want to get the build up because this is going to be good. Now watch for that change when it goes from the lower to oh, like a hot, like oh. You'll see that, okay? Listen for it.
Lonely land. I wanna know love is. I want you to show me.
And he's so beautiful in that higher range. Wow.
I wanna feel love is. I know you can show me. I'm gonna take a little time.
Now we're lower again. Here's the lower range.
A little time to look around me. I've got nowhere left to hide. It looks like love is finally found me. Oh, in my life, there's been heart and the pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't
so you have no idea how hard it is for me not to burst into song right now. I just so want to burst into song. By the way, if you come on my upper tier, you'll hear me sing once in a while. But by the way, comment. I want you to give me a comment here. Have you had this experience of wanting to know what love is and feeling like it's out there, but you're not getting it? Has that been in your life at all? Let's go back a little because they're doing so great, these guys. I love when this chorus comes in. Let's go back.
Don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I will travel so far. You change this lonely life. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. Feel what love is. And I know you can show me. Show me. I wanna know. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. And I know you can.
Okay, when he whistles like that, we've got to do it over. Like, he's way up there so high, you can't even imagine how high this guy is. And a male voice. A male voice. Let's go back. There's no way we can go by that. We got to hear that again. That is flat out unreal. I would have said impossible for a male voice, but there it is. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oops. Oh, that's unbelievable. That is so unbelievable. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. I'm in a state of shock. I'm in a state of shock. Oh, you hit those notes. Oh, I have to go back to some singing again. I have to go. All right, you're going to hear me for a second. Let's try it. I can always cut it out if it's lousy. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Oh, I want to feel what love is. 'Cause I know you can show me. I couldn't help it. He's so great. I can't help but want to sing. I have to go back and start singing again. That's it. It's been so long. I mean, I sing, all the time around the house, but so long since I've, sang in any real way. So I had to do it. I'm sorry. This guy just like, you couldn't imagine how I was holding back wanting to sing with them. He is unreal. He's just absolutely unreal. Again, one of the top singers, I would say, in the world. To be able to do that with his voice. I would say one of the top. He is so extraordinary. Oh, gotta love him. Oh, So, phew, putting that on my scale. 1 being very third dimensional, fear, pain, sadness, anger. It ain't that. And 10 being very fifth dimensional, love, peace, joy, bliss. It's very, very, very high. Now, it's talking about wanting to know what love is. Like you haven't had any love. That's a third dimensional concept, that there's just so little love. I haven't felt any love. You feel that way in the third dimension. Even though it's not actually true, there's so much love available for us, but we feel that way in the third dimension. It's part of the third dimensional experience of life because we're separated. We feel separated from Creator. That's the whole game that we're playing here, to feel separated from Creator. And at some people, we just say, I want to know what love is. I want that love you can give me, And it's very beautiful, but also sort of a third dimensional thing, because as if there isn't all that tons and tons and tons of love, So, but the way they just sang that thing was so high. I mean, I felt like I was going to shoot up to the cosmos, the way they sang it, and how high he even went with his voice. I was like, oh, I just felt like I was shooting around in the cosmos, really. So it's very, very high, even with the words, pulling it back a little from the concept that there isn't enough love for me or whatever, and I haven't had love. And that can be our experience here for sure. It's real. It's a real experience, but it is a third dimensional experience. Not something you experience when you're in the higher realms of the just so much love. You're probably like, I want a little less love. No, you won't ever. But it's so great, up there. So I would say like all of that in mind is very, very, very high. I'm going with a 9.5 on this baby. On a 1 to 10 scale. Okay. 9.5. So awesome. So wonderful. Woo, that lifted me up. And by the way, that's what it takes to lift me up, because I live my life in a high 8 or 9 realm. So to me, I have to lift way up to lift up, right? But for somebody else, if you live in a 7, then you're going really high with an 8 or a 9. If you live in a 5, a 7 is lifting you up. So it all is relative to how you live your life. If you're always in misery and sadness and suffering and anger or something like that, then probably a 5 would lift you up, right? So that's why I do that, so you can get an idea of, of what that's all about. By the way, if you'd like to hear a little bit about me, you can go to the About Me video on this channel, and it also leads you to a longer video about what I call my forged in the fire of 3D journey on this earth. And also, if you want to know some of the things I've created, you can go to the link in the notes about Lorelei on Patreon. There's a course there, Detox the VAX and Heal Anything. Anything, and that's what it's about, healing anything. You might be interested. It's a video course. You do it at your own pace. It's already sitting there for you. So, okay then, friends. Let's get to our 5th dimensional energy, which I kind of handpicked for this one. I didn't know how high I was going to get with this song, but what I handpicked for this one is, what is the role of music, or I'll say even, what is the critical role of music in this shift to the higher dimensions and in the higher dimensions themselves? What is the critical role? And did you know that music could be a critical role? Like there's no accidents in the world. When I started to want to get my messages out on video, on YouTube and whatnot, I just joined a course about how to build an audience, and I knew nothing. I didn't even know it was going to be music reactions. I didn't even know what a music reaction was, right? And now I love them, like with every fiber of my being. But I mean, I wanted to get my 5th dimensional messages out. That's what I wanted. And so I said, wait a minute. There's no accidents, because music plays a critical role. It plays a critical role in our frequency and vibration altogether. First of all, whether we're in the lower, the feeling state, whether you're in the lower states of anger, sadness, fear, pain, it's a frequency, it's a vibration, it's a kind of a music, if you will. And if you listen to music of that type, it can bring you down, like angry music banging away at you and sad music that makes you cry. That'll bring you down like an instantaneously. But yet, if you listen to uplifting music, such as this one, this will raise you right up instantaneously. You don't need to work at it. All the therapists want to go into your past and see what's going on there and, delve it all up and work it all out. And once in a while it's necessary, but for the most part, You could literally use music to stay in a high vibration at all times. You can literally do it at all times because all you have to do is play the higher vibrational music around you all day long. That's what I do, by the way. It doesn't have to be music even with words to it. It can be just frequency music, just beautiful sounds of the angels or the dolphins or the water trickling, in a stream or something like that. I play this all the time. Not even kidding you. And I am happy as a clam, right? Because it literally alters the very cells of my body to a feel good state, And so this is a critical role that music has, and which we see, what we're finding, and I'm looking at it right now before my own eyes as I watch these music reactions, is that there's higher and higher and higher vibrational music coming out of people. Look at this guy. Look at Dimash. Look at Amira Villicagan. Look at Emma Cock. Any of them, and so many others, they're bringing this music to us that is such a high vibration. And that's why you love them, by the way. You don't even realize that's why you love them, but that's why you love them. Nightwish, too. It's bringing higher vibration music in a rock. I never even heard of such a thing. Some of the rock is just so high vibration, in rock music. And I mean, you can't even ignore it once you see it. You see that it's coming out of people, this really high vibrational music, and people are glomming onto it. They want to hear more. They want that. Because why? Because they want that vibration. You see, this is the critical role of music. We want that higher vibration. And like I said, for everybody, it's a little different. So one thing will be here, and one thing, and then it'll raise you up if you're very low. Another thing here that raises you up, another thing here, like the different kinds of music. But some of it, like this, is like unbelievably high. I mean, he just like made me high. I mean, he just did right there with the music. And people feel it. They sense it. Like they don't even know why they're wanting to glom onto some of these singers and just listen over and over and over again. But I'll assert that it's because of the beautiful feeling state or vibration that it puts you in. It puts you in a love space. It puts you in a joy space. It puts you in fun and ease and harmony and peace. It just does that. So this is the critical role of music as we make this shift. Now you get to the higher vibrations. Well, let's just be understanding that when you get into the higher vibrations, even the word vibrations, higher dimensions, higher vibrations, the angels, the archangels, it's all vibration. And there's an understanding. It is here too. We just don't know it. We don't understand that this shirt has a particular vibration, or these headphones. That's all quantum physics, okay? But getting in the higher vibrations and frequencies is where we go. We know it. We know, like, okay, everything is frequency and vibration, and we're living in this pool of this high frequency and vibration that just makes us feel good all the time. And we contribute to that high frequency and vibration because we're of a high frequency and vibration, and everyone around us is a high frequency and vibration. And music is pouring out of us in its various ways that it does. Gorgeous choirs and gorgeous orchestral things coming together, singers of all kinds. I think some of the music we've made here on Earth is going to find a place in those higher vibrations that it never had before. Like, I don't think this kind of, so this, I don't know what you want to call it, maybe a kind of a easy listening rocky jazz. I don't know if that had a place in the higher vibrations, but it sure does now, because look how high that was. I mean, and dances, just great ballrooms of dances, like just music is so incredibly important. Because it's like a which came first, the chicken or the egg? Did we have the beautiful vibration and the music came out, or did the music, the frequency, the vibration be here and then and we became of a high vibration or whatever? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't separate the two. The music, that's why it's called the music of the universe, or the music of the spheres, because that's what that is. It's a great orchestra. The cosmos, the universe, the galaxy, everything, the cosmos itself is one great big orchestra of frequency, sound, vibration. You can't even underplay the importance of it. And the problem is, in this reality, we don't know the importance of it. So we put ourselves around these low frequency and vibration, these low sounds, these low energies, these low vibrations, and it brings us down to the morass, as they used to say in one of my courses, that brings us into the morass, But instantaneously, we can bring ourselves back up by just putting something else around us, putting something uplifting. So I applaud all of you who are listening to this guy and all those wonderful other artists that I talked to you about and that are on my channel and everything else, because you are moving up in frequency and vibration. Okay, beloved ones, let's send you that beautiful frequency, that fifth dimensional energy, the love, the peace, the joy, the sound that just lifts you up to the very heavens and has you flying around, coming at you now. Namaste. I honor the God in you.